Hi Flosstube, this is Dory 23 Stitches and I'm Dory. Today is Thursday, June 26, 2025 and this is episode 10. I am just back from StitchCon Weekend B and oh my goodness did we have a great time. I actually had a better time than I did last year and I didn't know that was possible. So I had a great table full of new friends and my friend Amy, who's also kind of a new friend, and I will get into all of that later. But this is going to be kind of like a StitchCon recap, but I also have whips to show you and some haul and some Stitchy kindness to talk about. So let's get right into it. I'm going to start with an event that I went to before StitchCon and I never got around to doing a video. So I went on a one-day Saturday stitching retreat that was put on by Stitch East, and that is Annette and Mary. So Annette is from Mind Your Needle. That's a Facebook group where she's a seller on there. And then Mary, who is BU Needleworks on Etsy. I'm going to link both of their shops in the description down below. But that was a really fun event. I'll put some pictures in. My sister came from Long Island and we went to that together and it was just a great day of stitching. Lots of community. It was about 50 people and we really enjoyed that day. So I did that. What was the date on that? I can't remember what the date was on that, but the next one is going to be July 12th. They're having another one and it's going to be in White House Station, New Jersey. And I also did want to mention that they have spots open for their Lancaster retreat, which is on October 30th. So I will link the info for them in the description. So that was a very fun day and I'm really glad I got to do it. I don't know if you guys know that I work on Sundays. So if I can find an event to go to on a Saturday, that's great because I don't have to take a day off from work and I can just go and enjoy part of my weekend that way. So after that, now I'm going to go into my whips just so I can show you what I've been working on. And they're not in any particular order. My table's a mess right now. If you know me, and I've said before, I'm very unorganized and I'm coming off of a vacation. So there's stuff everywhere. So I'm going to try to do this as best as I can. And I'm going to start with my Lola Crow Extraordinary Birds. I am still very behind on this, but I've made some good progress. I have finally finished the aviary. And I have moved on to the first feature, which is the water down here. So the only thing I haven't done yet is the back stitch. I still need to do the back stitch on the aviary, but I finally did finish all the cross stitches on it, and I've moved down to the first feature on the bottom. I'm going to insert a picture of what all the features, I think there have been 5 features released since this has come out. So I will put a picture in here of the updated, what it will look like up to this point. So I'm going to insert that for you. So that is my Lola Crow Extraordinary Birds. And just to remind you guys, this is I always forget if it's 32 count or 28, and I want to say it's 32, but before I tell you, let me check. It's a 32 count Lugana, and I did dye this myself. This was white when I started, and I used aquamarine Rit dye, and then I put a little evening blue over it to get a little bit of the blue, the dark blue splotches. I really love this. Oh, and I picked up this needle minder at StitchCon because I thought it was so cute and I thought it was appropriate with the birds. So that is my Lola Crow. The next one I'm going to show you is my Patriotic Petunias, which is by Sweet Wing Studios. I did show you that on my last video. I haven't done too much on it since you saw it last. Here's a picture of what it looked like before. And here's where I am now. So I just think that I added some of these yellow spots in here and I did do more of the border. But I haven't worked on that in a while. It was before StitchCon. It was just something that I worked on that I wanted to show you the progress of. That's a new start. Let me see. Let me look at my list. My Wordy Birds. My April Wordy Birds. I found myself in the airport waiting for Nessa, who does the Stitch and Shuttle. I was waiting for her to pick me up, so I pulled this out, and I did a few of these. So this is the, this is where it was before. See, I keep forgetting to put the old picture. And then this is where I am now, and I just added in these little sporadic white and yellow, not yellow, sorry, white and blue. And then these have yellow. Is that yellow and green? I can't even see it. Yellow and purple. So I just did a little bit of that. I didn't get too much done, but I got to work on it in the airport. This is what it will look like when it's finished. I am discombobulated today, but I'm going to get through this because it's been like a month since I've done a video, and I need to get on top of it. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you, I think, is a new start, because I don't think I showed it to you last time. So with the monthly magazine group on Facebook, I was going to do the June acrostic, and I never got around to it, but the theme of it was candy. And it made me think of something that I started on my 12 by 12. So I had started Shannon Christine's Candy Ghost, which looks like this. And I'll put a picture of the little bit that I had done for my 12 by 12. And I pulled it out and I worked on it and I got a lot done. It's not done yet, but I think it came out really cute so far. Now, I don't know if you'll notice this, but somewhere in here, I had an extra row of white. So the nose is further down than it's supposed to be, but hopefully you can't tell. I think this is a really cute piece. The fabric on this one is this thing on here? Yes, it's a Be Stitch Me, and it's 28 count Lugana called Glowworm. It's a really pretty green. I really should cut it down because I don't need this much just for this little ghosty, but if you know me, you'll know that I don't really love Halloween, but I do like cutesy Halloween, and this qualifies as cutesy. So I did do a little bit more on that since I picked it up on January 1st. So I didn't do the acrostic challenge, but it gave me the idea to work on this one because the theme was candy. So I guess I kind of did do it a little bit, but not enough to, like I didn't do any of the other words on there. Okay. This is going to be, no, this isn't a new start. This is a whip. I believe I've shown you this before. This is my Merry Merry. If I showed it to you before, which I can't remember, I will put the picture of it here. Let me show you what it's going to look like. This is the pretty fancy lady for Christmas. And I was working on this at StitchCon, and I got a little bit more done. And Robin, I met a woman named Robin at StitchCon, and she gave me this really cute needle minder. I love Belle. I think she's really pretty. So thank you, Robin, if you're watching. This is what I got up to on my Merry Merry. I'm just really working in the greens right now. That white part I started was the center, and then I've been building around it on the greens. This is another Be Stitch Me fabric. This is 28 count Lugana, and it's Vanilla Latte Opalescent. I don't know if you can see the sparkles, but it's really pretty. And I love this project. And Keepsakes, I finally made it to Keepsakes this year, and they had a model of it on the wall. So I took a picture of it, which I can insert the picture here so you can see it finished on white fabric. And Barbara, who is the owner of Keepsakes, was teasing me because every time she walked by, I was either talking about it or working on it. And she says, "You're obsessed with that." And I said, "Yes, I am." So that is my Merry Merry by Mirabilia, if I didn't say who it was by. Of course, this bag isn't going to close right now, so I'll save that for later. Okay, I did have a new start that you have not seen before. I was watching the Huga Stitcher one night. She always has beautiful fancy ladies, and she does dragons, and she does fairies, and she was showing a Joan Elliott. And I said, I know who Joan Elliott is, but I've never really looked into her stuff. So now I go down the rabbit hole. So I'm on 123 Stitch at 1:30 in the morning, and I find this beautiful pattern. I can't show you a picture of it because it's on the tablet that I'm talking to you on. So I will insert a picture of it here. She's the little Christmas fairy, and I got my fabric from Amy at Born to Stitch, and the fabric on that one is, just so I don't forget, it's an Aqua Fresca 28 count Lugana by Grace Notes Fabric. And I got a really good start on it because I started it at StitchCon, and oh my goodness, my flight coming home from StitchCon, we were delayed like several times over. So while we were in the airport, I got all the green done. I think I only did the red at StitchCon, and then look at how much green I got done in the airport. So she is so pretty, and she reminded me of me with the long brown hair. So it's so funny. I ordered it at 1:30 in the morning and downloaded the PDF, and I really wanted to start it, but I didn't have a good fabric. So luckily I had ordered this. You know what's funny? I ordered this fabric from Amy at Born to Stitch in Secaucus, New Jersey. Did I say it right, Amy? She yells at me because I don't say the city the right way. I had ordered it from my Wordy Birds. The April Wordy Birds was supposed to be on this fabric, but then I decided to change it to that purple. I didn't even tell you what that one was on. It's a Be Stitch Me Lotus. So this was waiting for me there, and when I showed Amy that picture, she said, "Oh, I think this fabric will work for that pattern." So it's totally working. I'm very happy, and this is my latest, I can't put this one down. So I'm really enjoying working on her. Okay, is that it for whips? that might be it for whips. I showed you my new start, and I'm going to move on to, I guess I'll move on to haul. Now the haul, okay, so I'm gonna mix the haul with my StitchCon recap. So maybe I will do the stuff before I got at StitchCon first, so I can differentiate it a little bit. Let me start with when I went down the Joan Elliott rabbit hole. Somehow I found myself on eBay that night, and I ordered 2 paper patterns from eBay. So one of them was another pretty Christmas lady. I'm gonna take it out of the plastic so that it doesn't glare. Oh, look at this. This is the Winter Fairy. Look at how pretty she is. Can you tell I like stitching Christmas and red and greens and girls with long brown hair like me? I actually did go on to Pole Stitches from England, and I did order that Tanzanite fabric that it calls for because I just thought it was so stunning. So I can't start that one yet. I'm waiting for that fabric to come. But oh, this is so pretty. So this was an eBay purchase. And in that same purchase, I found another one, also by Joan Elliott. She's a new designer for me. I mean, I've heard of her, but I never stitched anything by her. So kind of went a little crazy here. And I got this one also, which I thought is really pretty. Can I get this out of the plastic? Oh, it's all wrapped up, so I'm gonna have to try to not show glare. This is called Christmas in Blue, and I just thought it was very pretty. I don't have fabric for it yet, so this is a someday start, but it really caught my eye. Again, Christmas. So those are 2 things that I got from eBay. And then I'm gonna go to a piece of fabric that I was waiting on from Stitch Me that I ordered for something that I must have already showed you. I had gotten this pattern from Amy's shop because she had a beautiful model on the wall. So this is Autumn Lane Winter Friends, and it's just a really cute snowman. This picture doesn't do it justice. When I saw this on Amy's wall, I said, I have to have this. So I've had this already. I've probably shown it to you, but I finally got the fabric in because I ordered it from Brandy at Stitch Me, and it finally came in. So this is a high tide 28 count Lugana. Look at that gorgeous blue. Is that not? Oh, it's so pretty. I did not opt for the opal on this one. I just got the plain because I don't want everything to be on opal. But that blue is stunning. So this is going to be ready to start. I don't know when I'll start it, but I'm excited. I'm going to start everything and never finish anything, and that's just going to be what happens. But anyway, so that is now ready to go. So that's more of my haul. Did I get anything else that I wanted to show you? I cannot remember. And I have a table here full of stuff. I think the other haul is going to be stuff that I got at StitchCon. I think that's everything. Okay, so now, oh, and before I go into StitchCon, I'm going to do one other thing. Let me do my Stitchy kindness. I have 3 people that I would really like to mention. The first one I want to mention is Wendy, who is one of my viewers, which is so sweet. I had mentioned that there were 2 Krynics that I can't find anywhere because they're out of stock. And Wendy had them from, I think she said it was an estate sale, or someone either passed away or they couldn't stitch anymore, and they gave her their stash of stuff. And she sent me these 2, well, they're in the thing here, but she sent me 2 things of Krynic that I need for, I think it's for my Cinderella. So she just sent them to me, which was really sweet. And she wrote me a really nice note. And she says, I hope these make you want to pick up Cinderella again. Enjoy, Wendy, which was so nice. So Wendy, thank you very much for doing that. It was very thoughtful. I don't know, is anybody else having a hard time getting a hold of Krynics? I don't know. So at least this will start me off with what I need. I'm nowhere near the Krynics on Cinderella. I've done her décolleté. If you know what that is, that's just her right here, and that's it. So I need to get going on that. But I do have these now, and I can add them to the whip and put them with everything I need to kit that up. So that was very nice. Thank you very much, Wendy. I really do appreciate that. It was very kind of you. The next person I want to mention is my friend Tina. And she makes these beautiful cards. She sent me I was telling her some stuff that I'm going through, and she made me this beautiful card with a girl that looks like me. I mean, as you know, I love that already. And she sent me this beautiful card. It says, self-care is not selfish. Isn't that beautiful? So that was very thoughtful. Tina, I really appreciate that. I love how you think of me. Tina is the friend who made me this bee. Love that bee. It's so cute. I keep it right there. And that card, that pop-up card that says friend. So Tina is very, very talented, and I just love this. And she just said, just a reminder, be good to yourself, which is a very sweet thing to say. So thank you, Tina. The third friend that I want to mention for Stitchy kindness is my friend Linda Perna. Linda is a friend from my real life where she and I sold Mary Kay together. I believe she still sells Mary Kay, but she contacted me. She doesn't stitch anymore. She says she can't see it. I told her to get a magnifier. She said, no, I'm past it. So she offered to give me all of her old stuff, and she gave me all of her boxes of DMC. It's basically the whole set of DMC, which is amazing, and another box full of some fabrics and things. Linda, thank you very much. I am finding it useful. I am, when I need a color, I can go and grab from your stash, and all the DMCs are bobbinated like I do, and they're in pristine condition. And I just think that is so sweet, and it means the world to me, and thank you very much. I don't know if Linda watches my videos, but I might have to let her know that she has to watch this one so she can get my thank you. Also, I hadn't seen Linda in a really long time, so it was nice. I went after work one night to pick up the stuff, and we had a nice chat. I was there for a little while, and it was very nice to reconnect with her. So Linda, thank you very much. Okay, that's the Stitchy kindness, and I think I'm going to go into my haul. I think I've shown you everything else that I need to show you. Let me take a quick Diet Coke break. I hope you can see me. It's kind of dark in here because the sun, I don't know if it's going to rain. And my light is on, but I feel like down here is dark. So hopefully it's okay. Diet Coke break in my Rangers cup. I can't wait for hockey season to start. It's a long summer without my hockey. Okay, so I'm going to start with my the gifts. So let me just, okay, so this is the StitchCon recap. Here we go. What a fun weekend. I had such a great time. I got to see my friends from last year. I made a bunch of new friends this year. My new friend Amy, who owns the shop in Sea Caucus, she owns Born to Stitch. She was going to go to StitchCon, and she had a spot, but she didn't have a table and she didn't have a room. So I was talking with her one day and I said, well, I'm going there by myself. If you want to share my room, you can. And we wound up rooming together and we had a ball. And StitchCon was so much fun with a roommate, so much more fun with a roommate. Last year it was just me. So I'd go back to my room and go to bed and it was boring. But Amy and I really got to know each other a lot better than we already did. We were talking and laughing and sharing and crying, and we really had a great time. So Amy, if you're watching this, thank you so much for being so gracious. And you know what else she did for me? Amy was driving. I had already gotten my plane ticket. Amy drove out to Cincinnati with a box of Diet Coke for us both to share, but I need my Diet Coke. Like last year I had to DoorDash it so that I'd have it in the room all week. So Amy, thank you for doing that. I mean, thank you for everything, but I mean, the Diet Coke was a huge thing because I'm flying, so I can't bring it with me. We really did have a great time. And then I was supposed to sit with my friends from last year who I love. I love them. That's Jean and Angie and Joy and Emma Kay, and we missed Krista wasn't with us this year, so Krista, we missed you. I was supposed to sit with them. But their table was full. I mean, it was enough. It would have been 7 of us, so it would have been a little bit tight. But Amy didn't really have her own table. She had friends that were there, but they were full. And we were getting along so well, I really wanted to sit with her. So my friends understood. Thank you for understanding, guys. And Amy and I started our own table next to her friends that came from New Jersey, and we were able to, and we were even near my old friends from last year, so we were all, I got to see everybody plenty. But we started our own table, and then we had 4 new friends that joined us, and we had a ball. So the first 3 people that joined us were mother and daughter, Bev and Rebecca, and Bev's sister-in-law, Rebecca's aunt, Alicia. And they told us later that they were kind of like stalking us to see if they had room at the table. And they said, oh, we saw you go over to the brag table and then come back. And so we were like, oh, you stalked us. But they were so much fun. They have great accents. They're from Mississippi, so that was fun. And then later on in the day, we had a later arrival. At StitchCon, they have a flag on the table that says, join us if you have a seat available at your table. So we still had our flag up. And Sherry comes over, and Sherry's from Indiana. And she was lovely. She sat right next to me. We had such a ball over these 4 days. I'm so glad that we got to sit with who we got to sit with, and yet I still got to see my other friends. It was such a great time. I didn't want to come home, and it always goes so fast. And I'm going to reiterate this. I said this on my little StitchCon video that we did from Cincinnati. You have to go to StitchCon at least once in your life. Tina, I'm talking to you. I know you don't like to fly, but I would love to meet you, Tina, and I think that would be a great way for us to finally get to meet in person. Tina is my friend from Iowa who sent me the beautiful card. It's so much fun. Like, you have to go and try it and see if you like it, but you would never not like it. And I told them this last year, and I told them this again this year. I will never not go to StitchCon. That's how fun it is. So I'm sitting in front of a pile of stuff that people generously generously gave me. And I also have a pile of stuff that I got off the brag table and stuff that I bought. It's hard not to buy stuff when you go to StitchCon. Oh, also last year, for some reason, I didn't go to Keepsakes. And for those of you who don't know, Keepsakes is the store that runs StitchCon. So they have a Stitchy bus. They have a little school bus that Barbara's husband drives and brings people back and forth. Last year, I didn't go to Keepsakes because I couldn't pull myself away from the convention center and the stitching and the fun. So this year, when Amy arrived right around the same time I did on Wednesday, which StitchCon starts the next day, so she said, why don't we go over to Keepsakes now? And I said, this is perfect because I'll finally get to go to the store and I don't have to miss anything while StitchCon is going on. So, oh, are you going to come and say hello?
What?
Are you going to come and say hi?
No.
Oh, my son just came out of his room and I was kind of hoping he'd come make an appearance, but he doesn't want to today. That's fine. He's always in my video behind me. Lost my train of thought. Where was I? Keepsakes. What was I saying? I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Just that I finally got to go to the shop and see this magnificent store. They have so many models. I mean, so many rooms. I'm going to insert a video right here because I'm talking about it. Of one of the rooms. I got video of just one of the small rooms in this entire store. It's 2 stories. It's like a little, not little, it's a big old house and every room is packed with models. So I'm gonna put this video here so you can see what I'm talking about. So that's just a little bit of Keepsakes. What a great store that is. And while I was in the store, I saw something on the wall and I said, I have to have that. So I found, let me see if I can find it because it's in my pile of, oh no, I know where it is. It's in the bag. Let me tell you offhand. So they always give you a swag bag when you get there. And this is the one they gave us this year. And I love it so much because it's like an insulated tote. Look at this. So I can even use this like for work, for my lunch. It's a little bit big. But I love it, and I love that I can keep, like, soda, of course, my sodas. I can keep them in here and keep them cold. This is the bag of stuff that I brought home with me of, like, new projects. Oh, and also, on the last day, I bought this little bag because I thought it was cute. Just a little drawstring bag. So I put it in here to show you. The other thing they gave us, is it in here? It's not in here. It must be on the table. They gave us, like, some other swag things. Okay. Sorry, I'm jumping all around. So this is the project that I saw as a model on the wall and I fell in love. This is a Rosewood Manor and it's called the Summer Quaker. I think this is stunning. I really love it. And I did buy the Valdani threads. I've never worked with Valdani, so this is going to be a first for me. This is the great thing. They didn't have, when I was there in the store, they didn't have this in stock. And then on Friday, they called me on my cell phone and they said, oh, we just got a shipment in and this was in there. Do you want it? And I said, yes, please send it over. They have a hold room there where you can put in a request for things you want from the actual store because they have a shopping annex at the convention center, but they don't have everything there. So this, they sent it over for me. And then these are the threads that go with that project. The Valdanis. They're gorgeous. Oh, I should really have taken that price tag off. Oops. Well, you guys know things aren't cheap. I mean, especially specialty threads like this. Oh, whatever. So the price tag was on it. Big deal. Okay, so those are the Valdanis. And they said there's enough to do the entire project. I know they said there's one or two colors that you're going to use all of. So I have to be careful not to make mistakes. But I just love this. Oh, and here's a funny thing. I don't know if you guys remember, those of you who watch me, when I did my February Wordy Birds, I thought that the fabric I was using was a little too peach, so I switched over to a pink fabric. That peach one that I have to frog the mailbox thing out of, whatever that thing, oh, it was like a bird, maybe it was a birdhouse. That's the fabric they recommended for this. So I'm like, oh, I already have it. I don't have to buy yet another thing. So this is all ready to go. I do have fabric for it, and these are the pretty threads. Oh, they're so pretty. So that was the first thing that I had my sights set on when I was in the store. The other thing that I fell in love with at Keepsakes because they had a model on the wall, and the models always get me. I'm sure the same thing happens for you guys. I've seen this pattern before, and I always loved it, but I saw it stitched up with the StitchCon conversion. Not StitchCon, sorry, the Keepsakes conversion. Can't keep it all straight. This is Heartstring Samplery Christmas Bells Sampler. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but it is so pretty. And the conversion that Keepsakes did is they did the bells like in a Krynic. And I did get the fabric, or I got a fabric. I found one in the annex that I thought would work. Now, I don't know if the color is going to show because the lighting in here is weird right now. This is Grace Notes Fabrics Brown Sugar Boba. And it's a 32 count Lugana. So I think it's really going to work out well. I love it. And I did pick up, going through the bag here, hang on a second. Is it in here? Oh, it's in the other little bag. It's in here. This is the Keepsakes bag. This is the iconic bag. I did get the Krynic that's needed for the bells. And so now that they're being taken over by the Rainbow, what is it? Is it Rainbow Threads? I forget what they're called. Now they're on cards because the Krynics I always knew were always on the spools. So I got this, and then the Silken Colors that it calls for I got, and then I got the, I don't even know if I can see this. Where are my glasses? This is what happens when you get old. Oh, this is the NPI, the Needlepoint Silk. So there's a few other colors, but these are the ones that I got for now. And I also picked up, while I was at Keepsakes, I picked up a white, a black, and a B5200 because we always need those, right? So those are the threads I picked up. So that was from the first day, from the Wednesday shopping trip that Amy drove me over to Keepsakes. And I was so happy that I finally made it to the store. So that's that stuff. And then I guess while I'm talking about stuff I bought, I'll go through what I got in the annex. So, oh, I'm sorry. That day in the store, I also picked up a Mill Hill kit. How cute is she? I got something out of their half-price bin, just because I thought it was cute and I love band samplers. This is Frosted Autumn by Liberty Street Designs. And it was half off, so how could I not get it? Isn't that pretty? So, and I love my autumn. So that was Wednesday. Then in the annex, I did pick up, a lot of people at StitchCon were working on this project, and it was like a stitch along, and then everybody who was working on it did a picture together. So I had to get Jeanette Douglas Matter in Hand, and I had thought about getting it in the past, and while I was there, I'm like, it's here, I have to pick it up. I did not buy fabric for this, but I had to have the pattern because I think it's really pretty. So I got that, and then Amy had gone on a trip to Craft Gallery, is that the name of it? That's the LNS that's like 2 hours away from StitchCon. She went to meet a friend, and when she was there, she said there was a Teresa Kogut exclusive, and she asked if I wanted her to pick it up for me, which I did, and it's called In His Image. It's Teresa Kogut, and I just thought it was a beautiful sampler. So Amy got a copy for me, so thank you, Amy. Very, very pretty. And I have never stitched Teresa Kogut, so this will be my first. I don't know when I will start it, but I have it. The other thing that I purchased at the annex, and I'm sure everybody has seen this by now, this is the Heart and Hand Cecilia Turner, right? Am I saying her name right? She did the exclusive for the weekend. So that is the exclusive, and I did pick up the threads because they were there, and it makes it easy, and they're beautiful. So that was the only other thing I think that I purchased from the annex, which is plenty, because goodness knows Dory has enough stuff. So it was great. I mean, I'm so glad. I love the whole thing. I'm glad I finally got to go to the store. I can't believe I didn't make it there last year. I still have not rode the Stitchy bus, but that's okay, because I don't really like to leave while StitchCon is happening. I leave my room in the morning, and I don't go back to my room until 10 o'clock at night, because I don't want to miss anything, and I want to get the most out of my weekend. So that is everything that I purchased. But now I want to show you, and I have to say, if I've forgotten something that someone gave me, I apologize. People are so generous at StitchCon, and I have so many things that lovely people gave me. I also gave out a table gift, but I'm just going to go through what's in front of me. It's in no particular order, and I'm going to try to remember who gave me what. So this is from Karen, who sat at the table that I was supposed to sit at. That she graciously gave me a table gift as well, even though I didn't sit there. And she made this really pretty, it's just like a keeper. Like, you could put needles in here. She made this on her sewing machine. It's got all these great pockets, and it's so pretty with all this pretty fabrics. And she explained to me how she made it, but I would never be able to remember. But I just think that's lovely. So I believe her Instagram name is Nana K. Am I remembering that right? And thank you very much for including me. And it's just lovely. And I love handmade things like this. And look at the pretty button. Very, very sweet. Very, very nice. While I'm on that, I'm going to show you something else from that table. My friends Jeannie and Angie. Angie, I am so glad with your broken shoulder that you were still able to make it to StitchCon. I'm so glad I got to see you and give you a hug and spend some time with you. This gift is from Jeannie and Angie. Jeannie. I don't know if you go by Jeannie, but my sister goes by Jeannie, so that's why I call it that. But look at how beautiful that this is. Jean made this, I believe. I mean, it's just, look at the fabric on this. It's beautiful. And it's got this beautiful button. And then there's a smaller little keep here with this button. I mean, how pretty is this? And then with that, she gave me some pretty threads on a thread keep with a pretty blingy. I love the blingy. So it was very nice of them to still think of me, even though I didn't sit with them. And luckily I had enough table gifts to give them some and then my table people, because I would have felt terrible. Luckily I had enough. This is just beautiful and I love it. I mean, it's just so pretty to look at. And then the flosses match it. It's just so great. So I love that. Thank you very much. I'm also going to show my Emma K, who is recently making project bags. Now, I tried project bags. I have not ventured into vinyl yet. So she's very brave and she's doing a really nice job. She made this and it's so pretty. And there's some flosses in there and there's this finishing board and the star. I mean, this is so pretty. So she sewed one of these for everybody at the table and she included me, which is very, very nice. So Emma Kay and her mom Joy are the Carolina Stitchers, and if you're not watching them, you're missing out because they're from South Carolina and they're so much fun. And I did get to sit with them last year and I did get to spend some time with them this year. And I got to see Emma Kay's little girl, who is a sweetie, sweet little girl. And it really filled up my my baby fever because I don't get to hold babies anymore. I didn't get to hold her, but I did get to see her and she was the sweetest little thing. So that really made my day with the day that we got to see her. So thank you, Emma Kay. This is beautiful. The DMCs down here are awesome. And let me show you. So there's some pretty. It's always nice to have extra DMC. So thank you so much for thinking of me. I love it. There's also in here the little, where'd it go? The little llama guy. Handmade with love. How cute is that? I love this. Thank you so much. Okay, I think I'm going to move on to my table now. Oh, and here's the thing I wanted to show you that oops, I moved the camera. Sorry, guys. The other thing that they gave us from keepsakes with our swag bag was this thread keep thing. And it says, "This way to StitchCon 2025. So this was the theme of this year's. This is really cool. It's wood. So if you like to keep your threads on something like this, this is perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my table. So this was from Alicia, this pretty bag. And she gave us a scissor, which you can never have enough scissors. And with the Dove chocolates, which I love. I had one right before I started the video. And this is always great. This is a little tin that has a magnet in it, so you can put your... She gave us a couple needles, and there's the magnet in there to keep your needles on. Something like this is very handy. So thank you to Alicia, who is lovely. I loved everybody. Everybody was so sweet. We all got along really nicely, and we laughed a lot. And that was such a great time. Okay, Alicia's sister-in-law, who sat next to her, was Beverly, and she made us these beautiful handmade project bags from old, I forgot what she called them. I don't know if they were something embroidered. It wasn't a dishcloth. I forgot the word that she used, but she used them to make these beautiful bags. Look at this fabric. Isn't that so pretty? So this is just a really pretty, oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love this. So this is a project bag and I just love it. Thank you so much, Bev. Each one was different, so we got to choose the one we liked, and I just love these colors. So this is actually embroidered. Very, very pretty. I love this. And then next to me on this side of me was Sherry, who was she joined us later in the day on the first day, and she made us all a project bag. And the one she just happened to give me has cats on it. So it's perfect for me. This is another vinyl bag. I have 4 rolls of vinyl here, but but I haven't ventured into sewing vinyl yet. So I'm gonna try. And I believe she said she used Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch tutorial, which is the tutorials I use. So maybe I'll have to try it. But how cute is this? Look at the polka dots. And it has the bling on it. I absolutely love this. Sherry, thank you so much. And then inside, you can never have enough project bags. So this is Sherry with her information. I don't want to give out her phone number and her email. And a little notepad. And there's a little... I've never seen a little pencil like this with the push button on top. I have the larger ones. This is so cute. I love it. So Sherry, this is great. Thank you so much. Do you see how generous everyone is? Like, everyone is just... There's so much stuff that's given out at StitchCon. These are the main things that I put to show everyone. Amy, my table mate, I can't show it to you, but I kind of already did. Her table gift to all of us was a $15 gift card for the annex for keepsakes, which was so generous. Amy, thank you. That was amazing. And I did some of the things that I showed you. I think the matter in hand. No. You know what I bought with her gift card was the weekend exclusive from Heart in Hand. So Amy's gift card went towards that. It just started raining and it's pouring here. And I'm supposed to go meet a friend at the park, and I guess that's not happening since it's raining. So we will see what happens. I do have 2 more pieces of haul that are not... Oh, I almost forgot something. Rebecca, I could never forget you, Rebecca. Rebecca was Bev's daughter. So she sat next to Bev and in between Amy and Bev. And Becca gave us these. I love this so much. So she had these bags and we each got to choose a color. So of course I chose my blue. And it has really cool, thoughtful things. One thing I already took out, she gave us like a packet of tissues. So I was using that right away. And then there was this Dove. This is Nourishing Body Care. And I love that it's in the bag so it doesn't leak. And then she gave us this really cool, like, I know Amy was looking for a nail file, so she had one because there was one in here. There's a lip balm in here. There's some Post-it note things and needle threaders. These look like little wet wipes. Yep, wet wipes in here. Like really thoughtful things that you can use like every day. There's another, a notepad, and then Post-it notes and a pen. So this was such a thoughtful gift because you can always use a bag like this, and you can always use these little things that everybody needs. There's also a little mascara wand in here that we use as stitchers. If you're not a stitcher and you're watching this, when you're pulling out your thread, sometimes it leaves little fibers behind, and you can use that to clean them up. So this was a great little gift. Thank you, Rebecca. I could never forget you, hon. She was so fun. We had such a great time with our table. We went out to dinner one night. We had a ball. We all ordered the same thing except one person. Oh, Amy didn't get the thing that we all ordered, like a baked potato with pulled pork on it, and Amy got chicken. She's like, I'm the only one who didn't get it. But we had a fun time going out together. That was nice. I did pull myself away from the table to go out to dinner with my table mates. That was fun. There's a few things of haul here that I did forget to show you. Oh wait, before I get to that, I do have more StitchCon haul. If you've been to a retreat, you would know that there's usually a freebie table. And I do have some things from there that I'd like to show you. Amy was really good. She knows that I like the drawn thread. She kept finding me things that were from the drawn thread. So like this one was on the freebie table, so she gave me that. And these two, the drawn threads that were on the freebie table. So thank you, Amy, for finding that for me. And then this one, I don't know if this was on the freebie table or if somebody that I was sitting with was giving it away, or maybe somebody got it from the freebie table to give to me, but how cute is that? It's cats wearing crowns, and this cat has a mouse on his head, so that is adorable. And Trail Creek Farm, I remember them. They were an older designer back in like the late 90s and 2000s. I'm sure they're not designing anymore because I haven't seen anything from them. But this is really cute. I might actually stitch, even if I just do that one with the mouse on his head, I think that's really cute. These were handed to me by... I think it's just these two. Jean and Angie came around with their, they always, like they did last year too, they had a binder or a thing of patterns that they were going to put on the freebie table, but they'll show it to us first before they give it for everybody. And I did find two things, and they both happen to be JBW designs. So this one is Tidings of Joy. And the reason I chose this one, I mean, it's adorable, but also, I don't know if you guys will remember, back when I went to Amy's, I don't know if it was the Wicked event. One of the times I was at Amy's shop in Secaucus, New Jersey, I had one, she had little rubber ducks around the shop, and if you found one, you could win a prize. And the prize I won was a really pretty little skein of red soie d'Alger. And I said, what can I do that on that? It's just one, So then when I found this, I said, this might work perfectly for that. So I got this from Jean and Angie. And then the other one, which I've looked at this pattern a lot over the years, and they had it there, and I said, oh, I have to take this. This is the Bluebirds of Happiness. It's a really pretty sampler that I've always admired it. So that was really generous that they gave that to me before it went on the freebie table. And then I think these two things were out of Amy's freebie table stuff. And you know me with the Just Nan. There's something in the way. So this is one that I have 26 Just Nans that are ready to go with fabric that I haven't started yet. But I don't think this is, I do not have this one because I just went through them all. So this is Just Nan's Royal Roses. I love Just Nan and her band samplers. And this comes with like the beads and the embellishment. And then the other one was another drawn thread, another band sampler. So these were things that I brought home from StitchCon, but they were freebie table items. Because luckily, God knows, I spend enough money, so I got some things for free. And then there were two other things I wanted to show you, or three other things. This was a freebie table thing that my sister found me at the event in New Jersey. So this is a Victoria sampler. It's the Silk Wisteria. And they have some ribbon embroidery in there and some beads. So that I got from the freebie table at that event. And then I did get a little bit of haul. I recently joined the Homespun Needlework group, I think it's called, on Facebook. And they will do an exclusive sampler that you have to be in the Facebook group to order. And I did order one, and it came in the mail, and it's heartstring samplery. This is called Bloom. And what they do is you order the whole kit. So in the kit, they send you both fabrics, and then you can decide which fabric you want to use. Oh, and I forgot, it's also the threads. See, I hadn't really gone through this. So these are all the threads you need. I think they're all Classic Colorworks. No, and then Weeks. Classic Colorworks and Weeks Dye Works. And they send you both fabrics, so you can decide which way you want to do it. And I have not decided yet. This is linen. Cedar River linen. This one is red cedar. And this one, I can't see, it's so dark in here, is pyrite. So these are the two colors, and then you can choose which one. You can stitch them both, or you can stitch one. So that is really cool. This is my first time trying Cedar River linens. I did meet the woman who dyes for them when I was at Stitch North. Offhand, I'm not coming up with her first name, but I met her. She was at the table next to me, and she was very sweet, and I apologize for not being able to think of the first name. I just remember Cedar River linens. And it also came with the bell pull hardware, or whatever you call it. It's the wood for the bell pull. So really cool. I really like the one this month too, the exclusive, but it's like $150, and I really don't need anything else, so I'm trying to behave and not order it. And I think if I'm correct, I might have missed the cutoff, which is good because I really don't need to spend any more money. So this came from Acorns and Threads, right? I'm pretty sure. And then I remember at Stitch North, my table mates were telling me about Lola Crow having an exclusive for that shop, and so I was ordering for them, so I ordered that as well. It's called Acorns and Friends. It's a Lola Crow cross-stitch pattern, and I had to pick it up since I was already ordering from them. I mean, look at the raccoon stitching. I mean, how cute is that? So yeah, I had to order this since I'm like on the Lola Crow kick now. So this was just another piece of haul that I got. So I really think at this point that's everything I wanted to show. I've been rambling for 45 minutes, and I don't even know if I showed everything I wanted to show, but my table's a mess, and I don't have anything else in front of me, so I think that's everything. Thank you very much for watching this. If you're new here, I hope that you like what you saw, and I would love to encourage you to subscribe to my channel. If you're returning, thank you for coming back and watching again. I am going to, at the end of this video, put in all my StitchCon pictures because there's a lot. I think there's a lot. And I can't stress enough how much fun we had. I was telling Barbara, who's the owner of Keepsakes, I was telling her that every year when the registration opens, it opens at noon on whatever day. I think it's usually a Wednesday. And on that day, I'm driving to work. I have to be in at 1 o'clock. I told her that I pull over on the side of Route 80 and I do my registration at noon because I don't want to take the chance of missing my spot. So she was laughing when I told her that. But it's true. It's such a great time. And I figure this is something I can do for myself. So I want to make sure I go to that every year. That one and Stitch North is my other one. And like I said previously, I like to do the first weekend of Stitch North and the last weekend of StitchCon so that I can space them apart. but also now I have friends at both of these weekends, so I'll always go to the same one so I can see these people again. So it's so fun. And to everyone who was there, to everyone who was gracious to me, thank you very much. I did meet some really sweet people. I met Joni, who unfortunately had to leave early. Joni, I hope you're doing okay. I met Julie, who's a Dave Matthews fan, so that was fun getting to connect with her. Oh, so many other people. It's hard to remember everybody's names off the top of my head, but we really did make the most of it. We had the best time. And rooming with Amy. Amy was a great roommate. The two of us are like the same person. We're both discombobulated and messy and disorganized, and we both drink Diet Coke, so that was fun. But we really did enjoy our time together. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who was involved with making my weekend so special. It really is. It's just a great time, and I'm so glad that I'm able to go. So I will definitely be there next year. Hopefully you'll take my word for it and maybe join us. Look out for when that goes, the registration goes up. I want to say it's sometime around August or September. I don't remember offhand. But I will be signing up when the registrations come out. So again, thank you for watching. I look forward to the next time I come back here. I'm not going to promise, because every time I say I'm going to do it on a certain day, I don't get to it. And then I feel like I told everybody I was going to film and I didn't do it. So when I'm back, and hopefully it will be soon. And I hope everybody has a great week, and happy stitching, everyone. I will see you guys soon. Bye.
And then you're gonna go first and say who you are? Yeah. Right, and then I'll say who I am?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, you put record already?
Yeah, move this way.
2.
Wait, no. We gotta get the on-air
You mean I'm gonna have to edit it before I even start it?
Yes. I'll edit it. It's my
Okay, that's her job. Okay, you ready? You are doing the editing, dear.
3, 2, 1. Hi everyone, I'm Dory from Dory 23 Stitches. And this is Amy.
Oh, I didn't know you were gonna introduce me.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I'll do 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I didn't know we were starting over. Okay.
Here's what we're gonna do. 3, 2. Hi everyone, I'm Dory from Dory 23 Stitches. Okay. I'll introduce myself and then I'll let you introduce yourself. Okay.
Just be ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hi everyone, I'm Dory from Dory 23 Stitches.
And I'm Amy from Born to Stitch.